Well, having good financial health during these tough economic times could be difficult.
But something as simple as a change of habit may lend you the answer when it comes to getting and staying out of debt. Jim Casey with Integrated Wealth Management joins us here today. Good morning, sir.
Happy.
Good morning. Hope you had a great 4th of July.
I did. Thank you.
Good. And so, one thing that's kind of big right now, people are talking about credit cards. Some people are saying, I don't want to be in debt. I'm just getting rid of credit cards altogether. What do you think about that?
There's good credit and there's bad credit. And a big believer in use credit the way it's supposed to be used. And a lot of people just charge and charge and charge, and the credit cards keep coming. We saw the financial meltdown take away some of the available credit for people. You just have to put a plan in place. We've been talking about the 90-day challenge. This is another 90-day challenge. There are websites and blogs out there. One of my favorite websites, readyforzero.com. It'll track all your credit card expenses, and really all you've got to do, it sounds simple, I know it's difficult, but just find that credit card or find that debt with the highest interest rate and start paying that off first. Pay as much as possible towards that, pay the minimum payments towards everything else, and little by little you can do it yourself. There are agencies out there to help, but again, a lot of this is a great do-it-yourself.
So what about completely getting rid of the credit cards? Is that not a good idea?
I wouldn't recommend getting rid of the credit. Always have credit available to you, but again, use it for what it's meant to do. And what I've always told people is if you have a credit card, use it. There's some great point programs associated with it, but then don't wait until the credit card bill comes in the mail and go, oh wow, I forgot how much money I charged. Take all your receipts, save them all. Once a week, mail a check in. You don't have to wait for the statement. So if you can't afford that week charge, then you don't charge the following week. Even if there is available credit, you've got to pay it off. It's not free money.
Okay, good point there.
A viewer sent us a question for you on our Facebook page.
Great.
Which was really nice. And Sherry Hessner says, what does Jim think about debt consolidation?
I love it if it's done right. And there are companies out there, there's a big difference between debt consolidation, debt management, and debt settlement. Not a big believer in debt settlement. What debt settlement is you pay sometimes an exorbitantly high fee to a company to negotiate down what you owe from the credit card companies. It's a really poor thing to do to your credit. Again, debt consolidation is great when you start looking about all the available services out there. There are credit card companies who want you to transfer your balances over for a potentially lower interest rate. But again, for that, watch out on those transfer fees, because those transfer fees can be pretty high, and that's going to wipe away the reduction in the interest rate. You've got to get your credit down to a position where it's manageable for you. So consolidating is great. I'm a big believer in 401ks. Everyone's heard me talk about that. Not a fan of borrowing from that. It's supposed to be your retirement savings, but ultimately one of the lowest interest rates you'll find is a loan procedure in your 401k. So ask your employer if there are loan provisions in your 401k. You're borrowing the money back from yourself, you're paying yourself back the interest, and it's a finite period of time. So talk to your employer about that.
Very informative. And we also want to remind our Facebook viewers, like Sherry, thank you for sending in that question, that Jim comes on our show every Thursday, so you can always send us a Facebook question on KMIR 6 News. Send us your question. We can ask Jim right here on Thursday. So
ask me anything.
Anything.
About money. About money. Ask me anything about money.
The money man. All right.
Okay.
If you want to find out more information about Jim Casey, like his 90-day financial challenge, you may want to look him up on that website right there. Also, we'll have his link on our website at KMIR6.com.